Have you ever experienced a moment in your life where you knew something to be out of the ordinary of a loved one? Projectile vomiting, eyes fixed downward, expansion of the head? Today I'm informing you about hydrocephalus. If left untreated, hydrocephalus can be fatal, and according to Clinical Feature and General Management of Post-Hemorrhagic Hydrocephalus in Premature Infants article in 2023, hydrocephalus is most common in premature infants. First, I'll be telling you about what hydrocephalus is. Then I'll be telling you about my first encounter of hydrocephalus, and finally, how hydrocephalus can be treated but not cured. Let's talk about what hydrocephalus is. Hydrocephalus is brain fluid in the brain that doesn't drain naturally, causing the head and brain to swell up. According to the Healthline website in 2022, hydrocephalus means water on the brain, and this brain fluid can cause brain damage, leading to physical, developmental, and intellectual impairments. According to the Mayo Clinic website in 2023, symptoms are similar but vary by age. In infants, symptoms could be expansion in the head, eyes fixed downward, and vomiting. In toddlers, older children, could be headaches or blurred vision and poor coordination. In young middle-aged adults, could be blurred vision, loss of memory, and poor coordination. And in older adults, 16 up, loss of memory and urinating often. According to the WebMD website, there are three main causes of hydrocephalus. First being a blockage, which can be like a tumor or cyst. Poor fluid absorption, which could be like infections or inflammation, and producing more fluid than normal. Next, I'll be telling you my first encounter of hydrocephalus. It started with my daughter, my second daughter. I was bringing her from, it happened a month after bringing her home from the NICU. She was born 4 months early with a 38% chance of living, and she beat the odds and is now 2 years old. If it weren't for me taking her to her optometrist appointments and telling her doctor what my concerns were, I have no idea where her condition would be now. I told her optometrist my concerns, and she referred us to a neurologist. That neurologist put in an order for ultrasound and then notified me if my daughter were to be diagnosed with hydrocephalus, that we'd have to take her to the emergency room at Loma Linda Children's Hospital for surgery. She was then diagnosed, and then I took her to the ER of Loma Linda Children's Hospital, where she was admitted and then scheduled for surgery. Finally, I'll be telling you how hydrocephalus can be treated but not cured. I was given two options. The first one being a shunt, which is a plastic tube that is surgically inserted. And then the second option was a ventriculostomy, which is cutting the bottom of a ventricle to have the fluid drained. Her father and I didn't know which procedure to go with at first, but we were told that if the ventriculostomy wasn't successful, that we'd have to do the shunt anyway. So we went with the shunt. So After the shunt was surgically inserted, it goes to the brain, and then the tube goes down her head, neck to her stomach and drains. She can live a normal life. We go to her appointments for any malfunctions, but she has no restrictions. Today I told you what hydrocephalus is, about my first encounter of hydrocephalus and how hydrocephalus can be treated but not cured. Even though someone is diagnosed with hydrocephalus, they are more than capable of living a normal life as long as they stay updated with their doctor appointments and watch for anything malfunctioning.